In the first week of December, between 8th and 12th of December, I plan to be in Muscat in the Sultanate of Oman. Those who would like to see me in Oman can get in touch with my team. There's a WhatsApp number given below and there's an email ID also given below. So those desirous of getting in touch with me at the Sultanate of Oman, especially in the city of Muscat from 8th to 12th of December, can definitely contact me there. I hope to see you all in Oman soon. Thank you for watching. Be rich.
Hi everybody, welcome back to Be Rich. Today we're going to talk about Bankman Fried and the interesting story which has happened where a guy who was touted to be the next Warren Buffett, the next JP Morgan, and everyone said he's a blue-eyed boy and he's going to become this and that in the cryptocurrency world. He had an exchange and immediately overnight it all evaporated magnificently. Where Forbes magazine, which had him on the billionaires list on 11th November, Forbes billionaire index considered him to have no material wealth. How did it all happen, Anand? So what happened?
First, you have to understand who is SBF. So
Yes, who's SBF? Who's Sam?
He calls himself
Yes,
SBF.
yes, he's acronym, yes.
Yes. Now, SBF is a very well-to-do man, son of two highly regarded law professors in Stanford. Okay, Stanford is the
Gold standard.
premier gold standard law schools, one of it.
Yes,
So he cannot say, I don't know.
correct.
So ignorance of law is ruled out.
Absolutely right.
But ignorance of law is no excuse. So what did he do? Basically, he did this blockchain. He created his own currency tokens called FTT tokens. The idea is if you bought FTT tokens, you will get discounts on trading fees in his exchange. And then he said, yield farming. What is yield farming is, if you deposited all your cryptocurrencies with you, instead of in the locker, you will get 8% yield. In some cases, 10% yield.
Like a bank deposit.
Like a bank deposit. He took that money and he was supposed to lend it to other people who needed it
Basically,
at a higher
digital crypto bank.
higher price and make the difference. This is how they were revolutionizing it. But in this case, what happened is he had another company called Almeida Research, which was also joined at the hip because he was the owner of both.
Correct.
Now, this Almeida Research was a hedge fund trading on cryptos. So what he did is conveniently, whatever money he took from customer, he gave it to Almeida, and Almeida was playing
The age-old thing.
futures and options
Yes.
in
We have
cryptos.
seen many entrepreneurs doing
I have
this.
seen many people do that.
Yes.
I kept telling them, nobody listened to me. Then he made huge losses. To cover the losses, what he did is, he took some of the customers' money which was not lent to him for interest. It was just parked in a demat account. It's something, so people should understand I'm saying demat account.
Correct. Because
So-
they're all different terminology, but the sense is the same.
Yeah, like your bank account.
Correct.
Took your money, you thought the money is there, you were under the illusion the money is there.
Because you keep logging on your account
It's there.
in his company and it's saying it's there.
It's there. Like you log on to NSE, it says your shares,
Shares are-
NSDL says the shares are here.
Correct.
But actually the shares are not there.
Correct.
He took the crypto and he played with it and he lost that money also. Now, there are two prime players. One is a Chinese guy who is sitting in Dubai. He's called CE or CEO, some name. He runs an exchange called Binance.
Correct.
Binance was one of the earliest investors in FTX. But
Which is this guy's company.
this guy's company. And this grew very fast.
Rapidly.
So at one point, it was in a position to overtake Binance. Then this guy was the real all-American guy, and that was the Chinese guy. So he decided to get, I think Tom Cruise or one of the big stars. They all
Some star. We don't know. That doesn't matter anyway.
Yeah, some celebrities advertised and said, "Well, are you in it?
Yes.
Are you in? I'm in. I'm in was the key word." So everybody got into FTT and played.
A lot of celebrities were.
They endorsed it.
Because they've all paid hard cash. The
They are
greenback.
paying in.
They were paid in greenback.
They were not paid in crypto. They
were
were
not
paid
paid
in
in crypto,
They were
yes.
paid in dollars.
Correct.
Then what he did is one of the basketball stadiums, I think, or is a football stadium, one of the two.
Basketball.
So he got this the big basketball team named its stadium after him,
Correct.
after this thing.
This company.
So he really did this very fast.
Hmm.
Then he knew he bought a good PR team
Hmm.
because if Fortune magazine is calling you the new Warren Buffett,
Correct.
then you really have got a good PR machine.
Correct.
Then he got David Rubinstein to ask him, "Are you the next JP Morgan?"
Hmm.
Why did he do that? Because Celsius, there was a big hedge fund in so-called hedge fund in bitcoins. When it went bankrupt, he put some money in it.
Hmm.
So he said, "I am willing to bail out any bankrupt
Hmm.
hedge fund or which is dealing with bitcoins."
Hmm.
Now, this is the first fund
Hmm.
where big guys have invested and they lost money.
Correct.
Who has lost money? Sequoia Capital has lost money.
Hmm.
Another named storied fund, I forgot the name, has returned 275 billion off today.
Hmm.
So some of the big private equity guys have lost millions of dollars.
Hmm.
If you total all of them, it will come to $1 billion.
Hmm.
Who's who of finance world
Hmm.
has invested in this guy led by the cuckoo path.
Hmm.
Now, who is the research of head of Al Media is
Hmm.
there's a 27-year-old girl or 20-year-old girl
Hmm.
who just happens to be SBF's girlfriend.
Hmm.
So my girlfriend is the CEO of Al Media.
Hmm.
I don't know what kind of these guys talk about disclosure norms,
Hmm.
about doing research before putting. I don't know what Sequoia Capital did research.
Hmm.
Sequoia was
Which road he followed, we don't know.
we don't, yeah.
Hmm.
And they just put money on him.
Hmm.
And there was a lot of FOMO in this,
Hmm.
fear of missing out.
Correct.
So everybody believed in this bullshit.
Hmm.
Okay,
Hmm.
now I can call it. Charlie Munger called it a piece of dirt.
Correct.
Dirt is what I told you, bullshit.
Correct.
Even Talib initially said Bitcoin is great, and then Nissan Talib said,
Backtracked, yes.
backtracked it. I have always said what George Soros said: all human actions are fallible,
Very true.
and therefore Bitcoin is a human creation, is fallible.
Very true.
All currencies, even backed by governments, are human actions,
Correct.
and therefore are fallible.
Correct.
That's why the dollar has lost 98 cents in 100 years,
Correct.
and the Indian rupee has lost more than 100% in the same period of time.
Yes.
Therefore, when I was a young kid, having 100,000 rupees was considered very wealthy.
Correct.
Right? Now, 100,000, most people make it in a month.
So much so that when we see now old 1970s movies and 60s movies, when the guy villain is saying, "I've taken 1 lakh bribe" or "I want 1 lakh has been stolen," we all look at it and laugh, thinking, "My God, inflation has made mockery out of these villains."
So, what I'm trying to say is this is absolutely all human actions are fallible. The whole claim was the crypto world will not be fallible.
Correct.
The technology is a genius. Nobody can fix it. What Sam Bankman has said, crypto is fallible. You can fix the code. Anybody can steal your money, and anybody can take it and steal it and put it somewhere, and you lost it. And FBI has shown even stolen money can be traced. So all this secrecy bullshit is out.
So, what is the recourse for all these investors?
That's all. It's all
Because he's
gone.
worth zero now.
He's worth zero unless he stashed something in his parents'
No,
name.
because the very funny thing is, I was reading was that he's been one of the biggest donors for Biden's election
Biden
campaign,
Democrat.
and even this midterm, he's been a big campaign
He has
contributor.
got
$40
big
million he's given.
$40 billion. Now, what is the beauty is now the law officers have to call him. He's sitting in Bahamas. Bahamas has an extradition treaty. Whether he'll turn up in America for questioning.
Why will he, with all this donation which has happened?
And so whether he will turn up because the Democrats have to do it. Otherwise, the Republicans will get behind them. And to be fair to the Democrats, FTX is not recognized in America. All of you went outside American jurisdiction and invested.
But he's an American, and Americans have lost the money.
Yes, so SEC has said that they'll file a lawsuit and they'll summon him. Whether he will go or not is another thing. But the cascade effect,
True.
whatever little faith they had in crypto, will vanish very quickly because now today one more company has gone bankrupt, Genesis.
Correct. As we were talking today.
As we are talking, one more big name has gone bankrupt.
Correct.
Some commentators have said, I'm not saying this, some commentators have said that even Binas is a paper house
Built out
of
of House
cards,
of Cards, yes.
right? And the Indian government has already seized some of their assets.
True,
So when Binas will get into trouble is something we don't know.
true.
If they get into trouble, then it's all bets off. So far, it is more than 80% of the money people have invested have vanished. What have most people, they make the mistake, they think that crypto is Bitcoin, Bitcoin is crypto. It's not.
Not.
There are several thousand coins created by these guys.
Correct,
There were ICO, coin offers, NFT offers, everything.
correct.
As this all is going on, Cristiano Ronaldo is launching an NFT with Binance. So there are more fools around still.
Yeah, yeah. He's
All
got
ours,
he's got over 200 million followers or whatever on in social media
yeah,
platforms.
and our own Amitabh Bachchan launched his NFT. All this is a sham.
Correct.
And people, press like Financial Express or Financial Times of London, invited one guy called Jay Ganesh from my hometown Chennai, and said he's the crypto superstar and all that, and they had lunch with him
I
and all
think it's
that.
time we launch our own crypto, Anand.
Yeah,
Be Rich Crypto. NFTs. Anand's
I
NFTs.
don't do all this nonsense. But at the end of the day, you have to realize governments are made by the people. It's the will of the people.
True.
They have the right to collect seigniorage. They have the right to create currency. You and I
Nobody
may
else
have
does.
a brilliant technology, but you cannot create currency.
Correct. And blockchain has got nothing to do with crypto.
Yeah, blockchain has nothing to do with crypto. It's a brilliant technology. Can be have a lot of use in finance,
Correct.
but not create currency.
Correct.
Crypto is doomed to fail. Whether it will fail quickly or it will take a deep time to correct is something
Nobody
I
knows.
don't know.
Nobody knows.
And Bitcoin will have artificial value because very few people,
Are actually trading.
80% of Bitcoin is owned by few thousand individuals. So actual trading is done by only the very people in the very edge.
Correct.
So at some time there'll be a liquidity crisis. But apart from that, not everybody will sell their Bitcoins.
Correct.
But everything else is in serious trouble. The world is richer for the technology, but poorer for the billions of dollars people have lost across the globe.
True.
It's a great scam. Please don't go anywhere near it. Thank you for watching Be Rich. If you like this content, hit the like video for this channel. I urge you to subscribe to my channel if you like my content. Turn on the bell notification. If you do not turn on the bell notification, you will be not notified every time we put out a video. And please forward this to your friends and relatives. And on my behalf, kindly persuade them to subscribe to my channel. Once again, I thank you for your support for Be Rich. It's a great privilege and honor that so many of you in thousands have subscribed to my channel and have supported me. I have written 2 books in English, The Alchemy of Money and Ordinary Stocks, Extraordinary Profits. These books are published by us and are ready. If you want to procure a copy, send us a message to the WhatsApp number given below and my team would respond to you. If you want an Amazon Kindle copy, you can click the link below. Finally, those who wish to consult with me can send a mail to berichenglish@gmail.com. Once again, I thank you for your support. If you like this video, press the subscribe button of my channel, hit the like button and turn on the bell notification.